Let's be honest. These dudes with their butt cheeks out, you look like an idiot. Pull your goddamn pants up. If you ain't doing it for your mother, do it for me. Please pull your pants up. I'm tired of seeing guys with their butt cheeks out. Especially the guys that pull their pants so far down that you can see everything. It's like, bro, what are you on? And that's why the one girl I was talking to, and she told me she slept with a rapper. It like disgusted me so much because I was just curious. I'm like, I'm gonna pull him up. I went to click on his page and he like got his butt cheeks. You have heard nice guys finish last. You might have heard nice guys don't finish at all. And I'm not even talking about sexually, even though I guess you could kind of consider that. A lot of these nice guys get hit with that. Babe, I'm not in the mood tonight. You're gonna go have to watch your dirty content in the bathroom. I'm not gonna help you finish tonight. A lot of these nice guys, they can't wrap their head around. I do everything right. Everything she tells me to do, I do it. And I still get this type of treatment. But the bad boy, the dangerous man, he gets everything he wants. The dangerous man, she can't resist. So today we are going to talk about it, why she cannot resist the dangerous man and why you are not that. Y'all know the deal. Is Basically O, aka Cole Brown Official. Let's get right into it, man. So the first reason why she can't resist the dangerous man is because his energy. He comes with a certain type of confidence. And see, a lot of these women, they'll say, I don't like the cocky, arrogant guy. But then you see him with a cocky, arrogant guy. And it's because when a guy moves a certain type of way, these women just kind of attach to him. And like, if he's moving cocky and arrogantly, there must be a reason for that. All these other guys bend over backwards for me. So when this guy pokes his chest up, and he really moving a certain type of way, there must be a reason for that. That's why a lot of these women get stuck with narcissistic type men. They'll complain about him, but they still with that man because they're like, okay, he's so much about himself, he must be very special. That's how it gets a lot of times. You know, women can doubt that and say that's not true, but it is. You can find many women are out here complaining about their narcissistic ex, but it's like you stuck with him for a long time because the way he moved, you were like super attracted to that. Because he didn't make it all about you. A lot of these nice guys, they make their whole life about the woman. Now she's looking at you like, if I'm your whole life, you must really not have much going on. Because I was a small part of the other guy's life. Shit, I damn near wasn't anything. But then I can go to you and I'm your everything. Without you, you don't even want to live. Some brother getting into that situation. Brother, don't ever get in that situation where you feel like if the woman leaves, you're nothing without her. Please don't, brother. Brothers will take their life over a woman. You see it happen all the time. So never be in that position. Never be in that position where the woman is your everything. But that's one of the main reasons why the woman cannot resist the dangerous man. Because he has a different type of energy. He has that confidence. He's not trying to please anybody. He's living how he wants to live. And that's something that's so rare in today's world. So she's just so much more attracted to it. The next reason is they love the mystery. And I remember I went on a date with this girl and she was telling me how she used to date a whole bunch of gangsters. She was talking about how her dad's a gangster. She was banging for a little bit, but she's past that life now. And Shawty was like 5 foot nothing. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, you was really out there like that? She's like, yeah, I was really out there like that. But she told me it was exciting. You know what I'm saying? So even though like I've dealt with girls that, you know, mess with gangbangers, rappers, drug dealers, whatever. And I used to not understand. I'm like, what could you see in this man? I'm like, this low down, dirty dirtbag got his butt cheeks hanging out. What is so appealing about this man? You know, I couldn't understand it. I'm almost like disgusted with the chick because she's so attracted to that type of guy. I'm like, nah, if you really like that, I'm not your type of guy. But the more I've been around women, the more I could kind of see it like what she really is attracted to. She's attracted to the mystery. This girl that used to gangbang that I was talking to that I went on a date with, she was telling me like, some days you never knew what was going to happen. A lot of this stuff is exciting. She's like, that's probably some of the most exciting days of my life. I'm going to be honest. But I still knew that wasn't good for me. And that's not the path I want to go down. You know, and then, you know, the movies, TV, they kind of praise that way of living. You know, the streets, the hood, you know, they kind of make it all seem a lot cooler than what it actually is. You know, but she like, you know, those dudes, more aggressive, kind of do what they want to do. That taps into her primal nature. Like this dude, he's not afraid to break the laws. She's attracted to that outlaw type characteristics. Like that's really the most masculine alpha male, even though it's not in a good way. He's going to live the way he wants to live. He's not afraid to break the laws. He's not afraid to hurt somebody. She's attracted to that. But she can still realize that's not good for her. You know, so I used to not understand. I'm like, how could these chicks be attracted to this? You know what I mean? But then the more I'm around it, I could kind of see it like, okay, the mystery can be exciting. You don't know what the days are going to bring. You know, if you messing with a drug dealer, it's going to be completely different than if you messing with a dude that works a 9 to 5. He's home every single night at the same time. It's super predictable. Now, I'm not telling y'all to go hit these streets, start slinging dope. I'm not saying that. You know, I'm super against drug dealers, gangbangers. I think a lot of that shit's goofy. Honestly, that shit's goofy. There's so much opportunity out here. You don't need to slang drugs. You know, like, let's keep it real. There's so much opportunity in 2025. You can pick another route. You can pick another route. And, you know, a lot of these guys, they go out bad. It's just a matter of time. So I think a lot of that stuff is goofy, man. But I could see why the woman is so attracted to it, because he doesn't care about the laws. He's going to live however he wants to live. It's a lot of ups and downs, and that can be exciting. Even a lot of these women get in abusive relationships. You know, I got to be careful how I talk about this. But some of these women, they have been in multiple abusive relationships, and then you find some women that have never been in an abusive relationship. Now, I know each situation is different, but when you see a woman that's been in many abusive relationships, first off, I want to say a lot of these women be hitting men. That's something people don't talk about. But a lot of guys that get hit by a woman, they're not going to speak on it. You know, if your chick hitting you, now I've never been hit by a woman. I never hit a woman. I don't live that type of life. But I've talked to women that have been in many abusive relationships, and you can kind of see they're more physical. They might put their hands on you. They're the type of girls like, oh, if I caught my man cheating, like, I'm going to bang a pan upside his head. Oh, I'm going to key his car. Like, they on that crazy type of timing. You know, so certain women, they kind of lean towards the more abusive relationships. And it doesn't sound good, but to some people, that's more exciting. That's more exciting, especially when a lot of these women are younger. Usually people grow out of it, but a lot of you young people, like, they might still be hella aggressive, be okay with the abusive relationship. And I know that doesn't sound right. And I got to be careful how I talk about that, because, you know, for a lot of people, that might be a very sensitive topic, especially a lot of women. And those type of relationships are more exciting. Like I said, I dated a girl and she had been in an abusive relationship before me. And I never felt like I could do enough, like even sexually. I remember one time I went as hard as I could possibly go. And I've talked about this before, so I'm going to keep it very brief. I went as hard as I could go. And she was like, you know, that wasn't bad. I'm like, that wasn't bad. Like, my meat hurt, shawty. Like, I feel like I was really going hard. Like, shawty started bleeding. I'm like, that happened before? Yeah. But then I remember, I'm like, okay, her ex was abusive. He was really going to town on a different level. A level that I don't even want to reach. I don't even want to reach that level. But it's like, it was hard for me to compete. She had to get over that trauma, because think about it, dog. She can't be with a regular guy. When I would say regular guy, like a dude that's not going to hit her, a dude that's not super aggressive, a dude that's not crazy, a dude that's mentally sane. If she went from this dude that's kind of crazy, they got in physical altercations all the time. She had this roller coaster, up and down, up and down, up and down. Then she come to me, and I'm just chilling damn near all the time. You might get in a couple arguments, but I'm not finna slap you across the face. You know, so she went from this to this. You know what I'm saying? She rode that roller coaster for many years. She dated this guy for many years. And then she go to me. She get bored easily. This other guy, he was selling drugs. He was abusive. So even though that sounds bad, there's a lot of ups and there's a lot of downs. Because I promise you, they might get in a physical fight. That's down. Then he get between them cheeks at nighttime, then it comes right back up. Now, I'm not saying, you know, if a girl gets in an abusive relationship, that's what she prefers for the rest of her life. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying a lot of these women that are more immature, they'll have a hard time going with the safer option. She wants the more dangerous option. She wants to really live her craziest life. A lot of women, they'll grow away from that. But a lot of these women, they still super attracted to that dangerous type guy. Because it's more exciting. You don't know what the day is going to bring. And another thing, man. I realized a lot of the dangerous, a lot of the bad boys, they tend to have status. Like I said, I've talked to girls that mess with rappers. I've talked to girls that mess with drug dealers or gangbangers and stuff like that. They tend to know a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Because even one girl I talked to, Honestly, I was disgusted. I don't know. I get truly disgusted if I'm talking to a girl and I find out she messed with a rapper. Like, honestly, it disgusts me. I'm be honest with y'all. Because I'm like, that's bottom of the barrel for me. Especially if the music's not good, too. Like, that's bottom of the barrel. Like, you just, how can I say this? You like you like groupie. You just not take you serious, and you over here like being a groupie to the rappers. Like, I can't really take you serious. I'm be honest. Why would I want to take you serious? Like, hell no. I'd be tripping. So this is very common too. A lot of the bad boys, gangsters, rappers, trappers, a lot of them got a lot of status. A lot of them know a lot of people. Women are attracted to status. Women are attracted to that guy that knows everybody. That's just me keeping it real. I've seen it many times. Now, I'm not saying all these guys, you know, some of y'all might be like, oh, I know a drug dealer and he don't get no coochie. Like, I've seen those type of guys too. They over here trying to give discounts on their weed to get some coochie. Or they giving out dope for free to try to get some coochie. Like, yeah, dudes go out bad like that. Let's keep it real. But I think a lot of the bad boys, a lot of the most dangerous men, they have a lot of power. They have a lot of power 9 times out of 10. And last but not least is nice guys. They try to be too logical. They try to talk everything out. Like, they're not gonna sit down and try to be too logical. And I've done this before with women too. Like, I sit down and I try to explain everything, talk to her like she's a man. Like, don't expect a woman to sit down and y'all have logical conversations. Like, I'm not saying no conversations can't be logical, but you talking to a woman like she's a man. This is a big mistake I made. Are you like having little debates with your chick? Like, don't do that shit, dog. Sometimes I'll do it. If it's just like a fling and I'm like, I'm going to talk about this on YouTube. Like, I might do that sometimes because I remember one time a girl I was talking to at Twin Peaks, super thick chick. And I wasn't like going to take her serious at all. But I remember I brought up like some dude she was messing with. And then dudes was like, you acting like you married to the chick. I'm like, really? I was just doing this shit for content. Sometimes you just going to do shit for content. I'm just like, I know she's lying. I want to see if she's going to lie. So that's all it was, you know, but most of the time, like, bro, you just need to chill out. A lot of times you care too much. A lot of times you think you're going to logically explain shit to her and sit down. It's just like, stop it. Stop it. She cares how she feels. She don't care about all your words, and stop doing all the extra shit. A lot of nice guys, they listen to their woman way too much. Your woman says a whole bunch of shit that she really doesn't mean. Or she might mean it right now, and then as soon as you do it, now she feels completely different. You know, and that's the thing about it. A lot of these women, their dream is getting the bad boy, getting the dangerous man to act right. But then if they got the dangerous bad boy to act right, the attraction is going to go down. It makes no sense. I know. It makes no sense at all. She's attracted to the bad boy, to the dangerous guy, but then she doesn't want him to be bad and dangerous because if he starts being a nice guy, she loses attraction. And that's not to say be a complete a-hole. I'm just saying have a backbone, learn some qualities from the bad boy, learn some qualities from the dangerous man, then implement it in your game. That's all you got to do. Look at why she likes the bad boy. Okay, she likes the bad boy because he's confident. He doesn't care what everybody thinks about him. Okay, start being a little more like that. She likes the bad boy because he knows everybody. He has a lot of status. Okay, have a meaningful friendship group. And that's not just for the woman, that's for you. You know, this is another issue. A lot of guys don't have friends. They have this whole lone wolf idea. And that's how I was for a long time. You know, I'll try to do everything by myself. It's like, no, there are good people out here. I know it's harder and harder to find good friends day by day. But you should have a couple friends that really have your back. That's true power. You only have so much power by yourself. But if you have a couple dudes, like, worst case scenario, you can call their phone at 2 a.m. and they're going to come through. Like, that's real power. That's real friendship. And women are attracted to guys that know a lot of people, that she knows you could call up some dudes any time of the day and they're going to come through. She's attracted to that brotherhood. She is. She's attracted to the man that knows everybody. The man that can align stuff, can set stuff up. She likes the bad boy because he brings more mystery. Every single day isn't the same. She doesn't know what to expect. Okay, how can you have a little bit more mystery to you? Even when it's simple stuff like you might have a girl, you taking her out on dates. Stop going to the same exact place. Spice things up every now and then. You smashing your chick in the bedroom. Switch it up every now and then. You've been doing the same two positions for the past 12 years. What can you add? What can you change? It's stuff like that. Stop being so predictable. Stop living every single day exactly the same way. Now, consistency is good for many things like the body game with your health, but every now and then you got to spice things up just a little bit. And last but not least is stop trying to sit down and have like logical conversations with your woman. Stop talking to your woman like she's a man. That's something that the bad boys, the dangerous men, they don't really try to do. They know it's more about how she feels. It's more about how she feels. You're not going to logically explain everything to your girl and she's going to soak it up like you're talking to your homeboy. And I think that's what a lot of guys get wrong. That's what I used to do. I used to be trying to explain stuff to a woman. It's just like, what's the point? You're really wasting your time. You're wasting your breath. I mean, come on, brother. And honestly, to be considered a dangerous man and a bad boy in today's society, it's really not all that crazy. That's why I say learn a couple things to implement from the dangerous man, from the bad boy, and implement it in your game. Because a lot of these guys are weak. A lot of these guys are getting led by the woman. And the woman doesn't want to lead, but these guys can't lead anything. They can't lead themselves. They can't get in shape. I promise you the competition has never been weaker. The competition is weak. I mean, you have a lot of guys watching female dating coaches. Why do we have women in the manosphere? You have a female in the manosphere. And a lot of guys are listening to advice from women. I think that shows you how weak a lot of men are. And that's no like shade to anybody that watches a female dating coach, but it's like just stuff like that. Why would you want to listen to a woman about dating? I think that kind of shows a weakness. It's like me, dog. If I want to learn something, I'm going to learn it from people that really live that life. That's why I talk about body game. Because I've been in shape for a very long time. Because I had a physique that's going to turn into a freak. I actually lived that life. How you going to listen to a woman that has never been in your shoes and never will be in your shoes? You might be like, Cole, she might be bisexual. It's like, okay, women even treat women differently when they're dating. So she will never be able to be in your shoes. And that's not to say just because a guy goes on a whole bunch of dates and he gets experience that he's going to give good advice, because I see a lot of bad advice from guys that been out here dating too. I'm going to keep it real. Shit. I mean, even when it comes to football, dog, I had a running back coach. Played in the NFL, but he couldn't coach for shit. Like, we'd be mid-huddle and he talking about some hoes he used to have back in the day. Like, he was not a good coach at all. So I'm just saying, just because you go through it, that don't mean you're going to be a good coach. But at the same time, why are we trying to learn from people that have never been in your shoes and never will be in your shoes? So learn what you can from the bad boy. Learn what you can from the dangerous man and implement it in your game. I'm not saying you got to be an a-hole. I'm not telling you to join the gang. I'm not telling you to have your butt cheeks out, because that shit does look hella sweet. First off, that shit looks hella sweet. And two, you look like an idiot. Let's be honest. These dudes with their butt cheeks out, you look like an idiot. Pull your goddamn pants up. If you ain't doing it for your mother, do it for me. Please pull your pants up. I'm tired of seeing guys with their butt cheeks out. Especially the guys that pull their pants so far down that you can see everything. It's like, bro, what are you on? And that's why the one girl I was talking to, and she told me she slept with a rapper. It like disgusted me so much because I was just curious. I'm like, I'm gonna pull him up. I went and clicked on his page and he like got his butt cheeks facing the camera. And I'm like, bro, what is this? Like, how you whore? How you gangster? Like, I guess that's part of the game though. But he had his butt cheeks on. I'm like, this what turns you on? Because he looked me. Let me be careful. Let me go ahead and finish this video before I get flagged. Make sure to like the video. Follow me on Instagram, because I feel like I'm really going to go crazy this summer. I might say something that gets me canceled. I don't know. So make sure to follow me on Instagram as well. But that's all I got for y'all today. Make sure to like the video, subscribe if you haven't. Now I'll catch y'all boys in the next one.